I study the best guys in the world and I compete against the best guys in the world. And now I'm gonna beat the best guys in the world, and that's just how I see it. I was expecting, I was like, y'all don't understand, like I'm gonna be under 5 seconds, maybe even under 4, and I called it. The first thing I said, the second I was done, I looked at all of it, I said, I told you.
What I said?
I said, I told you exactly what I was about to do, and I just did it.
I've been growing my nails for 24 years. I haven't been to a nail salon in about 22 years. Cause when they see me coming, they be like, oh no. Well, my grandkids come over and do my nail. One nail took 4 to 5 hours. And I go through about 15 to 20 bottles of nail polish. I use my feet if I have to pick up clothes off the floor. If I have to pick money off the floor, I can pick up like bills, but if I drop change on the floor, that'll just stay down there. I can pick that up.
The record that I hold from Guinness World Records is the most tattooed person in history. How many tattoos do I have? I have 1, and it's the biggest one on the planet.
I was born with Poland syndrome. It's a genetic disease that affects only 1 person out of 20,000. I saw this Lego helicopter that was sitting on my desk and I decided to dismantle it. Every single brick was used to make my first prosthetic out of Lego technique.
Bit big, but we can fix it. I saw the smallest young man in the world, but we are for this challenge, we can do everything. Our young man here, he will have the best suit ever.
It is definitely Bella's house rather than our house. We've always thought that Bella had the loudest purr in the world. She is such a loud girl. You know, sit there watching TV in the evening and you have to turn the TV up so you can actually hear.
Congratulations, you are officially amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I still get bullied, and I know that being a bearded lady, I will still get bullied, and I will face such negativity in my life, but the difference is from now, back then, is I know how to handle it, and I know that I'm way more empowered now than I was back then, in my younger years, to actually accept it and just walk on and help the people that need my help.
Deus do céu, vai pular. Meu Deus!
Saw the record and I thought, I can spit a ping pong ball. I can catch it in my mouth. Let me practice for this record. Turns out it's way harder than I expected. Here we go. Come on! Yeah! Come on! That tasted good.
I, 111 years old.
A very handsome man, aren't you, John?
You say so. Always to do the best you can. Whether you're learning something or whether you're teaching someone. Give it or leave me out.
The age of 111 years, 222 days old, you are the oldest man. Congratulations. You are officially amazing.
I love hamburger like no other food. I have eaten 32,340 Big Macs in my lifetime. I am closing in on 50 years next year of eating them every day. This is a McDonald's Big Mac. It's the best sandwich in the world. When I like something, I stick with it all the time. My habit right now is just to eat 2 a day, and that would be like 14 a week.
Little fun, silly, or what have you, things like that. That's what makes my tongue, I feel, the most fun, when I can do things that are outside the box with it. Honestly, the best reaction I could ever get when somebody sees my tongue is screaming. I actually do like when people yell or scream or in shock or horror sometimes, but that's probably my favorite one because it's funny to me, to be honest. It's a dramatic response.
The goal was not to make a human-sized exoskeleton. I wanted to make a machine or a vehicle that was substantially larger than the pilot. The construction process was super intense. We built the entire machine in less than a year, and we've been testing it for 3 years since then. The machine is totally incapable of moving its own limbs. As soon as you put the pilot in the machine, it connects the high-power hydraulics to the highly sensitive control system in the exoframe, and the positional feedback is done through the pilot's body.
That's what I'm talking about. That was delicious. Excuse the bad man. Sorry about that.
These are the boys in the band, the cantina musicians, the Bith musicians. Darth Vader costume here is made up of some original pieces that were actually screen used. And the codpiece still has the costumer's tag, Berman's and Nathan's. Fires missiles from its stomach. Go back to your trash pit. Conan O'Brien's show when George Lucas was a guest back in the 90s. So welcome to the Hall of the Tanti 4 wallpaper. Helmets here. On and carbonite.
John, way back.
Beautiful.
We've never seen a hairstyle quite like Benny's. His high top fade, as I said, is over 20 inches above his head. And we've heard that that means that he has to ride in special vehicles so that he doesn't have to lay down in the car.
We wanted to just bring joy to our community and also to make a memorable event for the students in our church. And this seemed like the right way, something that everybody knows as kind of an icon that we could get everybody to participate and be excited about. And honestly, when you see a 25-foot whoopee cushion, it does nothing but bring you joy. Everybody left that day smiling.
Oh shit. Being a pro skater or a pro BMX rider, and I just loved watching X Games and watching all the pros. And I was born with spina bifida. It's a birth defect, and you know, it gave me a different set of wheels to try and make it happen.
Hello. Hi. You are so beautiful.
Thank you. You too.
She is the most gorgeous lady, and I was waiting to meet her for a long while.
As far as the difficulty factor goes in swinging this club, it weighs 47 ounces in actual weight, but it's like swinging a bowling ball at the end of a rope. I typically pull muscles in both arms, in my back and my legs when I make any kind of attempts or exhibitions with this club, and that includes today. I pulled muscles in both of my arms.
Sub 1 Reloaded, which is the fastest robot to solve the Rubik's Cube in the world. It has two cameras. They're here and here, In the moment you press the button, the camera starts to work. So the robot can't have a look at the Rubik's Cube before to analyze it. The laptop analyzes the picture, then he finds a solution for it.
People say first, what are you doing? What is this? Yeah, this is the longest bike in the world. Why you do that? Because it's a challenge for us, to get in the Guinness Book of Records. That's our challenge. You can ride this bike as long as you want. Just go straight ahead and no corners. Then it's no problem.
3年目のバージョンですと人工知能をこのフォルフェスに搭載しました。人工知能を使って卓球のうまい下手っていうのを見抜けるようになったんですけれども、それを実現する上でたくさんの苦労がありました。
When I'm putting the toothpicks in my beard, the thing I found about this record is it's not about who has the biggest beard, it's about who has the best technique. When I'm putting the toothpicks in, I'm kind of weaving them together, kind of like a bird builds a nest. I'm going for a total of 3,500 toothpicks in the beard. There we go. You know, my neck says enough. My shoulders are saying enough, but you know what? It's not that bad. I'm doing just fine.
Bea and I have a really good relationship. We do a lot of sports together. But when I first adopted her, she was pretty traumatized because they found her on the street. And so we started pretty gradually. We used to just go to the beach and hang out and take walks together. And then she started to walk closer and closer to me, the more she trusted me, and we started bicycling together, you know, going on hikes together, started rollerblading, and eventually swimming. And one day she just climbed onto somebody's surfboard and we pushed her in a wave. And that was her first wave. She rode it all the way into the shore.
Here we have our Jersey cream, Devonshire clotted cream. Next we have our Madagascar vanilla. The plants from this vanilla bean take 3 years to mature. And here we have our Tahitian vanilla ice cream. We're gonna plate these with 23 karat edible gold. plate it with our 23 karat edible gold. Donkey caramel sauce. We have a Luxardo maraschino cherry.
What is coprolite? Fossilized poop. This coprolite right here is named Precious. This is the largest true to form coprolite ever discovered. Why I say true to form is because it still carries the original form from when it was made 20 million years ago. No other fossils can tell you so much as coprolites can. Inside these coprolites, you can find inclusions, which are bits and pieces of plants and animals and bones and scales, sometimes teeth. Their shape can tell you about the animal that made it.
Hello, it's me, Mario. Woohoo! Luigi number one. Luigi number one. Ha ha! Everybody cheat me. See you in my games.
I said, can I read for this? And he literally had that moment of like, oh, gosh. All right, come inside. We'll set the camera up. You're an Italian plumber from Brooklyn for this company called Nintendo, and the character's name is Mario. Make up a voice, make up a video game, start talking, and whenever you run out of things to say, that's your audition. I heard action, I said, hello, I'm a Mario. Let's make a pizza pie together. You go get some sausage, I'm gonna get some spaghetti. We're gonna put spaghetti and sausage in the pizza, and then I'm gonna chase you the pizza. And if I catch you the pizza, you got to eat the pizza. When I got that phone call, Mr. Miyamoto would like you to be Mario in a game. Woohoo! Mario time!
Some of my friends were like, what? I had no idea it was that big. Let's go. Obviously, since basically I could look in the mirror, I've known that my mouth was extremely large. And of course I was made fun of too. I always talk a lot about how I was bullied growing up, called big mouth bass girl, because I look like a big mouth bass. Now, 31 years later, of being 31 and being able to do something that really was something I was so insecure about and something that I wanted to keep so small. And now it's like one of the biggest, best things about me.
Go. Love to work out. I love all sports and to run. Family was doing little planking challenges of a couple minutes. I realized that I could read and do things when I was planking, and I fell in love with it.
567 times 1, 2, 3.
69741.
The square root of 784.
28.
Aaron's time starts as soon as he sees the first number and finishes when he inputs the total sum of all 100 numbers.
Stop. Let's compare.
What's this called? Book. Yes, book. That's right. What's this? It's a bug. Yes, it's a bug. Wario. That's right, Wario. What's this? Cork. Yes, cork. Plant. Yes, plant. That's right. Rock. Yes, rock. Ball. Yes, ball. Good boy. That's right, bell. Sock. That's right, sock. Good boy. All right, what am I doing? What am I doing? Hat. Yes, hat. Good job, Apollo. There's your pistache.
Over 1,800 PlayStation 2 games, which consists of a complete North American collection for PlayStation 2, complete North American collection of PlayStation 3 games, 1,000 PlayStation 1 games. I have a complete PSP collection for North America. I have original Xbox and Xbox 360 with over 500 Xbox One games, with over 900 PS4 games so far. Complete Nintendo GameCube, complete Wii collection for North America. Here I have a complete collection of original Game Boy games, complete collection of Game Boy Advance games, Nintendo DS games. And I get to show you my favorite game in the world, Castlevania 4. This is by far my most beloved game. I love this game. I think it's a masterpiece.
You can play every single cartridge for the original Game Boy. Playing on a large Game Boy is much harder than on a small Game Boy. On the giant Game Boy, it's like, yeah, you have to use your whole hand to press the button. Game Boy made other people happy. It brought back their childhood. When I was a kid, that was what I wanted to do.
I starting when I was 6 years old. I get my bad haircut and it's really bad for me. I crying and then I decided that I don't cut my hair, and then I growing my hair since my 6 years old.
आणि जसं नखा मोठी होत गेली तशाच्या अडचणी वाढत गेल्या. घरातल्या लोकांचाही त्रास होता, नंतर घरातल्या लोकांचा विरोध होता, नंतर टीचरचाही विरोध व्हायला लागला. नंतर मग मी हे केलं, ठरवलं की मग आता याच्यापेक्षा तोडायची काढायचीच नाही नखा शेवटपर्यंत.
I started with 13 years old with a normal lobe, and I very like this, so I make step for step over the years, and I coming to this. I think body modification is a very addictive process. I'm very happy and I want to go to the next one.
Technique is quite simple, so basically you got to pick a side. The trick is to not hit it too much on the extreme because you got a miscue, and if you hit too much in the center, then it's not going to spin enough. So really you got to go find the sweet spot kind of go parallel to the table, follow through, just like that.
Everything sticks to my whole body. It's not just my head, it's my legs, my arms, my back, my butt, everywhere. I went to a doctor. I wanted to know why. Why is it that things stick to me? I walked in with a can of peanuts and stuck to the side of my head, and he goes, "How do you do that?" I go, "That's what I'm here for. I want to find out how I do it." So he did a couple of things, and that's when he told me he thinks my skin pores suck in oxygen and makes things stick to me, and that I'm literally like one of 4 in the world that he knows of. Hello?
When I'm on a skateboard, I don't feel trapped, I feel free. And I live my life through my skateboard. Because skateboarding and the skateboard is just part of me. It's like part of my legs. And I think that's so incredible that I can just have something to just move around, but also feel so good when I just skate. The wind is coming through my hair, I'm vibing it. And it just feels like it's a part of me, it's part of my soul.
Meant to be, let us question whether to know the mind to suffer things and hours of outrageous fortune, or take alms against to deceive troubles by posing in them, to die to sleep no more, and by sleep to say we am the heartache and 1,000 natural shocks of flesh, to constipation, to wish to die to sleep, a chance dream out, there's a refer in that sleep, death will duly come, and if shift off this mortal comas, gives pause. There's the spectrum, his calamity in life, for this and constant the pressure on the paramount consume me, the pangs, the spies, love, the lost, delay, the insults, and the spurns of patient merit, the days we some quest mate with the broken, who would fires better got and surrey that are just signed death, the end is covered country from no terms, puzzles the will, makes their brothers as we haven't found doing enough. This conscious demon covers it on this native use solution, signal the pick star, enterprise of great pith moment, this guard, the currents turn around, loosen of action. Now that was not my perfect one. To get the record, I had to make no mistakes. I know I made three mistakes I can recall I made.
So if you're going to go to the bottom of the ocean, the most important thing that you need is a deep diving submersible. And this is the most advanced, deepest diving submersible currently on the planet. The DSV limiting factor, which is rated to unlimited ocean depth.
Look at that. Do you see that?
Yeah.
How it looks like a wave coming in?
Yep.
You see it shimmering there. Yeah. We just dipped in the brine pool. Who's done that?
You ever heard the commonly accepted belief that no one can fold a piece of paper or anything in half more than 8 times? That was 6 folds for this piece of paper. Back in 2001, my honors pre-calculus instructor challenged anyone in the class to fold anything in half 12 times. I derived 2 limiting equations for folding anything in half. One was for single direction folding, and then the second equation was for alternate directional folding. I researched online and found paper that was 33,007 inch thin that was 4,000 feet in length. After 8 hours of crawling on the mall floor, I was able to successfully fold the paper in half 12 times. This here is the 11th fold. It's great to be in the record books and to finally set the paper folding record straight. I hope that others can look at this challenge and take it on themselves and maybe even expand on it and take on their own impossible challenges.
Congratulations, Guinness World Records can officially recognise Bertie as the world's fastest tortoise. Well done, Bertie.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, we're so proud. Thank you.
Naughty boy!
私はキティコレクター歴35年で人生の集大成としてキティのグッズの数のギネス世界記録に挑戦しました。私はキティグッズの数5000以上持っています。
My name is Rocky Stoutenberg, aka Rocky No Hands, and I hold multiple gaming records. 2006, I got dropped on my head and broke my neck at my C3 through C4. After that, I was paralyzed from the neck down, and you just sip or puff in one of the 4 holes and move the analog or press on the lip switch.
And then for Fortnite, I just have like, you can build just by pressing one button, or whichever thing you want to build. And then switch guns just by simple side puff. Aim down the sights with the lip sensor. Jump, I just sip on 2.
Once I got hurt, I kind of thought that, those options were out the window. So years later, getting this is pretty awesome, actually.
I just got into growing the nails and going to work, and that gave me something to do as I got into it. Like people have a hobby. Once I found out how to deal with a crack or a break, and it worked. I feel good for what I've accomplished, but the mission isn't over. It's no vacation with these. Like housekeeping work is never done. There's always something you can do. Spot on the wall or something, it's never done. The same way with this, the work is never done.
Very naturally to do the external foot rotation. There's no pain or anything. I think it's just something that's very natural to me. I am now in a book which I've just been looking at for years.
子どもたちに初めにギネス世界記録に挑戦しようと思ったきっかけは、子どもたちにまずやればできるという気持ち、そしてやればできたという成功体験をさせたかったからです。
Get the burn, which is the most important thing. They say no pain, no gain. Right now I'm training 3 times a week, 2 hours per session. What works for a person at one time in their life isn't the same, and that's the whole thing about bodybuilding. It's adaptation.
Oh, I feel like a champion. It takes about an hour. If I have my hairdresser there and a crew of people to help me, it's a pretty quick process from start to finish when it's down, straightened, and fully standing up.
When I first broke the record, I wanted to use my tongue for something, and I saw a video of a man in India painting with his tongue.
I've got a great subject for you to paint. Oh. It's this, me, like, paint me like you paint your French gals.
That's protection.
Yeah.
Go for protection first. Always protection first. Okay.
I normally paint portraits, like the Mona Lisa, for example. I've done just a giant painting of a beaver.
Right. Steal myself. Right. So look. Oh. Oh, nice. Wow. I mean, it's almost, it's lifelike, isn't it?
I suffer from a condition called complex regional pain syndrome. So anything like soft touch, movement, wind, water will cause me pain. I remember at the 14-minute mark, my thighs started to burn and I knew it was going to be in a hell of a ride. The 6-hour came, the 7-hour mark came, my body started to turn on me a little bit. I started to feel a bit of vibration and shaking, and that's when I started to actually vomit on myself.
3, 2, 1. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
I found the car was in very poor condition. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, it was -1. I found the car in New Jersey. It was rotting behind a warehouse, and I put a bid on it and I won it. Project about 2.5 years ago. It was August. It was hot here in Florida. We set a game plan. We replaced the whole cab of the car so we could drive it. The engine was replaced. All the tires were replaced. Helipad was redone. The pool was redone. But it could hold up to 75 people any day of the week. The main difficulty in driving this car is finding straight road. For it to turn, you need a real wide radius because of the length of it.
I have no idea what I am in a woman's shoe size.
If Julie were to come to me for treatment, I wouldn't charge her double, of course.
Trying to find shoes to fit my feet is pretty much impossible. Find ladies' shoes unless I want them bespoke made, but unfortunately that costs rather a lot, so I usually end up wearing men's most of the time. Oh, thank you.
I started growing my nails in 1979. I really don't know why I did it, other than they were just really healthy. I decided to quit filing them and just let them grow. I tease and tell people that the only thing difficult I find with my fingernails is bowling. I'm one of those people that if there's a will, there's a way. I find a way to do it.
Straight in, never hit the glass on it, baby. Yes, sir. Got it. Oh. Farthest through the leg shot.
Go. Let's go. Oh yeah, he's rolling. Come on. Get it up. Come on, come on.
It was like a really fun and excited day. He was absolutely adorable. He was also playful like Pearl.
I was surprised that Pearl wasn't more afraid of Reggie. Usually when we meet other dogs, it's usually the other dog that's like, whoa, hold up, back up. But Pearl was so excited and she is very interested in him and he is kind of like, whoa, I have no idea what that is and I don't think I want them near me.
I am 14 years old and I hold the Guinness World Records title for the world's largest gape. I like to demonstrate how large my mouth is by comparing it to sports balls or fruits and just seeing how much I can fit inside it. I feel pretty dazzled to be a Guinness World Records title holder.
the ball.
Stickers are fun because they allow people to take any normal thing and make it theirs by putting a sticker on it and customizing it and telling their story. Our goal from the beginning was to create a world's record. I think that there's over 200,000 stickers on the sticker ball.
He's very personable. He has his staff well trained, and he's entertaining and calming at the same time. He's 7 years old last year, and he's been with the museum since June of 1949. He was born in Miami in July of 1948, so he came here when he was only 11 months old, and he is now Manatee County's mascot.
Over the last 9 years, I estimate my total donation numbers to be over 350,000 ounces. I would not wish this condition on my worst enemy. It is not fun. This is what I would pump in a day. This is a lot of milk. It's like the best feeling ever, and it lasts for only minutes before my body starts making milk again.
The doctor delivering me, he was an elderly doctor, and he told my parents in all his years of delivering babies, he has never seen a baby with feet and hands as big as mine. Shaquille O'Neal, he sent me giant FedEx boxes full of clothes, shoes, all sorts of stuff that we needed because he's a big guy too, so he sent me a lot of clothes that were tall and big too.
All right, so we got broken cross.
Yeah, so we're doing like winner stays on, kind of king of the hill, and they're opening up to have dual sabers or the crossguard sabers as well. So those are kind of considered exotic. It's going to be really fun, intense, and whoever stays on is going to have a good battle ahead of them.
The second I got in the tank, I wasn't nervous. I just felt like I was right at home. The biggest challenge was just the amount of time and having to breathe during my time. So trying to fit in the air that I needed and then getting back to doing bubble rings, I guess that would be the most challenging concept.
Bluegrass has a wide horn spread because of genetics. His parents have extreme horn measurements. His mother has extreme horn measurements, and it traces back 5-6 generations.
Go! Stop!
You get addicted to catching criminals once you realize that you can catch them with just a little bitty sketch that took less than an hour. I'm completely addicted, and I never want to quit helping catch criminals with my art.
Okay, Lois, here's your picture. Are you ready?
Oh, nice, good job, yay. Give this sketch to the bartender, and if he comes into the bar, they're gonna call him. But who bought the tie for him? Who bought the tie?
I'm Jamie. It's nice to meet you.
Welcome to the land of the giants. The world's heaviest aubergine. So Peter, step forward. You are officially amazing. You have the longest leap. Congratulations. For the heaviest broad being 106 grams, so 3.74 ounces.
Glad I'm going to kiss you.
If you speak nicely, he might lift it up for you. Go again.
2014, actually, I started creating the 3D design to get it 3D printed. And the thing is, I saw that the price was over $7,000, so I didn't really have the money at the time. The complete process, so including design and everything, it was 25 hours of design and an overall time of 205 hours for assembly, stickering, and everything. So it was a lot of work. It's kind of heavy. It's actually exactly half the weight of my cat. There's over 6,000 parts in there, 6,153. You actually have to put it on the table if you want to turn it.
我的眼睫毛已经超过20厘米长了。在我的日常生活当中，我的眼睫毛好像没有给我带来任何的困扰，也没有带来任何的阻扰，反而只对我是反正有很多的喜悦，只有喜悦，没有困扰。
Door. The flashlight is a headlight. So this is a bridal dress-shaped car. This has a 150cc engine. Car with all detail work, quite colorful. The sofa set-shaped car. People see this car, they get a smile on their face. People love it. Bed-shaped car. The burger-shaped car. Snooker table car. Each car with detail work, it takes a lot of time.
I first noticed I was taller than everyone like in preschool. I was introduced to people and I was like taller than everyone at my preschool, so I was like, something's different. I never really had a single growth spurt where I like grew a lot. I grew about like 4 to 5 inches a year, so I was like consistently getting taller. I hit my head on a lot of stuff. Cars are really difficult. Like certain cars I can't even fit into because like my legs are too long for it. And like other cars, I'm just like man spreading just to fit in. Height is a gift and that you shouldn't be ashamed that you're tall. You should really embrace it.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Stop.
10.78 seconds. Congratulations,
thank
you're
you.
officially amazing.
My dad inspired me the most to get this record. This was actually his cow, and he had said many times, well, we ought to look into that. And I'm finally getting around to doing it. I'm just sorry he's not here to see it. There are dangerous moments when handling Blossom when she has to go to the bathroom. You want to get as far away as possible because she's been known to splatter up to 8 feet.
Well, I've always been a Batman fan. He's kind of an anti-hero, he's kind of dark, but he's still a good guy. And there's so much scope for so many fun things to do with the suit. So I love the suit, love building it. One of the first things we fitted was a video screen into one of the gauntlets. And then we made a grapnel gun, and it kind of spiraled along from there. We're coming up with ideas in the workshop, you know, what we could come up with next. But we came up with some really good ones in the end. Another one which I think is really good is the bat tracking device. Mounted a very small Bluetooth tracking device into a bat-shaped magnetic symbol. As the vehicle goes off, you can track it then on your tracking device built into the gauntlet as well.
Shoes inspired by the ABCs, crayons, Elmer's glue, whiteout, Bic pens, Scantrons, chalk. Check out the number 2 pencils shoes. These shoes were inspired by fish and sea creatures. You've got Nike Dunks inspired by orca whales, Dunks inspired by sharks. These are Air Jordan 1s from 1985, and they're game worn and signed by Michael Jordan. You're looking at 4 pairs of vintage original Nike Moon shoes. My favorite pair of shoes in my collection.
So from the stand we went to sit, then left paw, high five, sit up, stay, the sit to the down, down to on your side to roll over. From the roll over, then stand, then spin, touch the coins, jump up into my hands, put her on one hand, then from the hand to my knee onto the skateboard. And then she does what they call a hippie jump.
I have been able to use electricity to accelerate 2 atoms of deuterium together so that they fuse into an atom of helium-3, and also release a neutron which can be used to heat up water and turn a steam engine, which in turn produces electricity. Building a fuser is a very dangerous process, mostly because of the high electricity that's used in the reactor. Certain precautions need to be taken, such as wearing gloves that shield me from high electricity. The temperature in my fuser varies, but it's approximately 100 million degrees. So as you can see, a plasma that looks like a glowing ball of light has been created inside the chamber.
I don't like the term dreadlocks because I don't think there's anything dread about my locks. I refer to my own hair as my royal crown of locks or my cobra. When I'm ready to go into my sleep chamber with my cobra baby, sometimes it depends on my mood, I have to be honest. I would have him tied up in the little sack and we cuddle and talk to each other.
Koku alma duyularında farklılık var. Hani örneğin ben bir yerde girdiğim zaman da ya orada burada bir koku var dedim. Ya biz bir şey anlamıyoruz. Ya dedi siz anlamıyorsunuz. Ben dedim alıyorum dedim. Benim bunda herhalde biraz dedim fark. Şimdi dünya beğendi, Guinness Rekorlar beğendi de. Şimdi beni beğenmez mi? Haliyle beğenecek. Böyle güzel bir ülkede.
And our mission and our goal was always to set a couple's record, man and wife holding the same record.
Our aim today is to break the Guinness World Record for the female and
male category.
Come on, and stop!
And stop!
Mochi is a rescued St. Bernard, and we've had her for about 6.5 years, and her tongue measures from snout to tip 7.3 inches. She loves peanut butter so much that today we used peanut butter to help encourage her to stick her tongue out so she could show you the impressive length and how far she can lick up on her face.
Pullman loaf that is baked with Dom Perignon champagne, and as you can see here, 24-karat edible gold flakes, white truffle oil with more gold flecks in there, taste the bread, grass-fed butter that's infused with white truffles, Caciocavallo Puerto Rico cheese. It is made by the Puerto Rico cattle. There's only 25,000 of these cattle, and they graze on aromatic grasses such as licorice and wild strawberry that gives a really sweet perfume to the cheese. South African lobster tail tomato bisque.
It's the Bob Ross cube. Welcome to my rotating puzzle collection. I have over 2,000 cubes at home and 1,519 unique cubes. My first cube 16 years ago. I found this cube in a box in the attic when I moved, the smallest in my collection, and it also works. And from the smallest one we came to the biggest one. It works.
Cuando tenía 10 años, calzaba 45 en talla venezolana, que era el pie más grande de mi familia, me crecía muy rápido. Bueno, a los 15 ya calzaba 50, talla venezolana.
My wife picked that name. I wanted either Tiny or Peanut. And my wife's like, we can't name a Great Dane.
I thought that would humiliate him, so we didn't know how big he was going to be, but we wanted a name to fit him instead of one that he would be teased for.
He's a wonderful dog.
Have some water, please. Okay then. I also have to share, huh?
This is my pride and joy. This is 54 years, 10 months of work, and it is the world's longest gum wrapper chain. The very first wrapper that I ever put on the chain on March 11th, 1965. From that point to this point here is all one continuous chain. It contains 2,583,335 gum wrappers. And if you were to drive from one end to the other, doing 40 miles an hour, 66 kilometers per hour, it would take 30 minutes to drive from one end of the chain to the other.
Over here, we got some McDonald's squishable items. Over here, we got the Sea Life collection and the amazing Halloween display. One of my favorites, her name is Buffy, which I love. Absolutely love my foxes. One of my favorite animals, so of course I have a big collection of them. Random assortment of Squishmallows that look perfect to jump in. What I love about Squishmallows, well, of course they're very squishy. and cuddly, and you can have a different squishmallow to sleep with every night.
Started growing my nails probably about 23, maybe 24 years now. I just figured that out the other day. I really don't know why. One day this guy encouraged me because I had let them grow maybe 3 inches, and he encouraged me to grow them longer, and the next thing I know, they were here. It just takes me longer to do anything than it would take a normal human being to do anything because of the length of my nails. Doing household chores, I'm used to it, but a lot of them I don't do. I have paid my dues, so they just tell me move and they'll do it for me. And that's right up my alley.
Sometimes when we go out in public, people would think she's my mom and not my twin. When we go to bars, people think I'm 8, even though I'm 23.
Sienna is a Spitfire.
Yeah, I always say I'm like a size of a Chihuahua, but a personality like a Rottweiler.
Cassius is such a beautiful, big, magnificent boy, and he's obviously got such a vivid history to tell. He was taken from a situation in the wild where I feel that he obviously wasn't very happy. He was attacking boat engines. Whenever there's machinery that work around here, he also exhibits funny behaviour. So it makes me think that he just really reacts badly to having machinery around him.
Yo quiera, no importa el tamaño, no importa la estatura. Y quiero para que la gente me conozca más mejor, para que me vea como soy, grande corazón.
You know, my favorites are Maniac. You know, Maniac is such a huge, giant crocodile, and I love working with that animal. He's so intelligent, he's so charismatic, he's just a treasure to work with. Only 1 milligram of this snake's venom to cause a human fatality. frequently, when people are bitten by inland taipans, they will bleed from every hole in their entire body, from their eyes, their ears, their nose, the other end. You know, and in fact, you'll start to bleed from your gum line.
My oldest bear, she is from 1905. She is now 111 years old. And if you know the history of teddy bears, the first one became a teddy bear in 1902. From England, we've got Bamse from Sweden. We've got bears from companies like Pepsi. This couple just met. I got this bear years ago, and a woman from Missouri brought this one. I said, oh, he's been waiting for a girlfriend. So they make a lovely couple, don't they? And I'm just the keeper of those memories.
Call him the Big Chungus, or the Chonk. He just grew and grew like Clifford the Big Red Dog. So this is Fenrir. He is an F2 Savannah Cat. A Savannah Cat is a breed that basically starts off at the very beginning with an African serval and then is bred to domestic cats. But his official height, his record, is for 18.83 inches tall. It's measured at the withers, so right here, like his shoulder blades when he's standing up on all fours. Here, when we were trying to take some pictures of him, we had to shut some of the other cats out of the room, and Fenrir decided he didn't want to be in the room anymore. So he stood on his hind legs and opened the door. But we'll see how big he grows.
God bless the drag queens. This is the only way that I have high heels that fit me, right? I would not have these opportunities for cute shoes if it wasn't for the drag queens, right?
7th and 8th grade summer. I think I grew from like 6'1" to like 7 foot, like around that time.
People are always immediately shocked when they see me and my height and look at me and they gasp or, oh, you're so tall. And I always just joke and say, I am.
Mama trap. I don't really feel that tall because I'm not the tallest in the family. I'm actually the shortest. The world's best dad.
Best thing about being tall is you can always reach the top shelf at the grocery store.
So I decided to use different methods of controls to beat Dark Souls because I spent a lot of time watching other people challenge run Dark Souls in different and exciting ways. And one of the things that people always suggested was beat Dark Souls with a guitar controller. And nobody ever did it. And I thought to myself, that's something I could do. That was how it started. I just took the idea, started streaming, and the rest was history. Oh, thank God.
Most views for an animal on YouTube. The typical day for Maru is he gets his owner up at 7, then has breakfast, and plays around in the garden, and takes a nap in the afternoon. He's very cute.